actually, how long ago? We bought the Lambo like, what, 2 weeks ago?
I've never felt poor.
No, never felt more poor. Like, literally, after I got the car, every other more rich car started popping up. Some girl pulled up to the event with $300,000 G-Wagon just to flex on us, and she didn't even know what the fuck it was. Crazy. We don't know if it was her sugar daddy. Yeah, she also tossed in 2 of the guys from the event, so they had a fun time. But crazy, bro, crazy. Once you buy a supercar, it doesn't make you happier, but
Depressed.
it does make you depressed. Okay?
Sad.
It makes you sad.
Feel like life isn't worth living anymore.
Life is so hard.
What color's your Lamborghini?
So the cool thing though is this one's like a Batman spec. So it's like a dark gray. It's got the yellow calipers. Let's get the inside. Oh. It's got the stitching, yellow stitching all along it. It's pretty cool. Yellow stitching on the chair. Alright, hop in. Let's do a little vlog. So what do you think about the event, Matthew?
I think it was great. The boys had the time of their lives.
Yeah.
So did the girls. They're sweet.
I mean, bro, like these guys were put in a room full of like 40 chicks in an environment where it was a perfect setup. Like, you had to try not to get laid, basically, or you had to try not to talk to girls. It was like they were just chasing after everyone, just because of the ratios. Crazy. This thing is literally the fucking Batmobile, bro. Absolutely insane. Show Lambo badge right there. It didn't, it felt like it was a go-kart, you know what I mean? Like this thing feels...
So the McLaren kind of feels and sounds kind of like a Porsche more than this, right?
Yeah, it's not as crazy loud. Like this thing, the engine, even though the McLaren engine is right behind you still, this thing you could actually like hear. This thing's nuts. 570S was not as gnarly as this one. But also it's like a $70,000 car difference.
You know, hang out with a girl without blowing too much money on her, or at least set the tone that you're not some guy that's just going to spend money on her. How do you like cost effectively spend time with women?
Yeah, so you don't need to spend money on them at all, right? You don't have to go somewhere boring and go get drinks or food. That's like a very, I guess, you know, basic way to set a date. A lot of people think, oh, let's set a date, let's get a coffee date, let's go get food. I would much rather spend my money on a Lambo and show a great time in a Lambo, right? Or do something fun, right? Something that you already have going on in your life. You integrate that. You already integrate the things you're having fun in your life, and you put her a part of it, right? You bring her along this journey. So, for example, right, if we're going to the tracks, or, you know, I'm going to go out to the desert, or I'm going to go out to this hotel, or I'm going to go do this because my life is already fun, I don't really need to pay for her stuff. It's more like I'm going to bring her along. It's already stuff that I paid for me, right? And so I'm bringing her along. So for the Lambo, I buy a Lambo for me, and I'm like, hey, get ready, I'll pick you up in 5. She's like, well, what's happening? All right, you'll see, right? Do you hear me outside your house? Just fucking, you know, revving that shit up. So doing things like that will basically set up the date, and you can provide her experience, drive around, you know, go take pictures, have fun. You don't need to spend money, right? So you don't need to go do a coffee date or whatever, but if you do that, you never want to spend more than $5, right? So if I ever do, you know, I'm buying boba, I'm buying drinks, whatever. And now, let's say You know, you want the girl to buy you shit. I don't care about how much money you have, whatever the fuck. I still have girls who hit me up, and I'll tell them, like, yo, you want to hang out? All right, grab me some boba, and I tease them or make fun of them, right? So there's a lot of ways you could do it. I would say those are the best ways, is don't even try to find a way to spend money in the first place. Instead, try to find a way to add experiences into your life that you can invite people to. And this doesn't only apply to girls, this applies to guys too, right? So if you have a guy that you want to meet or network with, you know, I'm able to invite guys who have millions of followers who do live streams to my events because I have a great experience for them to come along and do it. So all the girls that came to the event, some of them had 500,000 followers, millions of followers. You know, they're out on Twitch, they're doing the Pop the Balloon challenge, they're doing a bunch of shit that you can provide a great experience for them to film content and be around, and then, you know, eventually lead that into, you know, a one-off date or one-off, oh, I'll show you this or I'll check out this, whatever. So that's how you do that. Now, if you're wondering about, okay, well, I'm going to go take this girl out and she starts expecting me to pay for shit, how do I deal with these objections, or how do I deal with her making these comments, right?
Or making these advances, like grabbing something, expecting you to pay for, saying things like, I want that, or whatever.
Yeah, so if a girl's like, you're driving by a place, and a girl's like, I want that. All right, cool, yeah, buy me some too. I'll drop you off, right? Like, setting the frame of not giving a fuck is not bad. Like, don't be afraid to basically come off as cheap, okay? Honestly, it doesn't really fucking matter. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So, because if your goal is to sleep with women, who gives a fuck about coming off as cheap, okay? Girls fuck guys who are broke all the fucking time. Girls who are rich are always fucking some dude who's broke. We heard yesterday, we hung out with some chick, and she's talking about how she flew some dude to Japan recently, remember? Mm-hmm. So, does it really matter if the guy has money or not? Hell fucking no, it doesn't fucking matter. That's not how attraction actually is. Now, a lot of guys will say on the internet, well, you know, you're not a man unless you pay for this or you do that. And, you know, I don't think that really determines if you're a man. Just be a fucking player, be a G. Like, who cares, right? So if you want to get the most out of it, I would say you shouldn't really care about that stuff. Phrase it as a joke, okay? Because you have to frame it as you're okay going to dinner or without going to the dinner. Or you're okay going with her or not going out with her. It's not like you need to go out with her, you need to go to this dinner, you need to go spend money on her. If you frame it, you're coming from a place of weakness where you have to, it's different. Versus, I'm coming from a place of, I have other people want to pay me for food too. So why should I go with you? What makes you special, right? Or if you're inviting me to pay for your food, like, trust me, there's millions of other people who want to pay for the food. Homeless guy there. Like, I don't need to pay for anyone's food, right? So you have to set the frame very, very strong, especially from the back, especially from girls who are just trying to squeeze and get as much out of you as possible. Now, a lot of guys on the internet are going to, you know, talk shit and say, well, you're not a man unless you pay for this and you pay for that. Listen, y'all can pay for hoes shit. I'm paying for no hoes shit, okay? Unless I know this girl's my ride or die, then I'm buying her shit. Unless she's doing shit for me currently, then I'm buying her shit. But for any girl that is not adding value to my life or isn't doing anything for me, nah, I'm good. I'm fine on that. What else?
How do you overcome those objections when they say, what are you, cheap? Or something like that?
Yeah, I'm homeless. Yeah, I'm fucking homeless. I have this Lambo, but I fucking stole it. That's how you double down on whatever they say. If they try to make fun of you, oh, because you're short, oh, because you look like this, yeah. You have to double down on it. The more you care, the more you give a fuck, the more they know that they can manipulate you. And they know they can manipulate you. Not only can they manipulate you, but they also lose attraction for you. So whatever they say, double down on it. They'll say, oh, well, you take all your girls here. Or, oh, well, you do this. Well, yeah, but I always have room for one more, right? Like, oh, how many girls you picked up in the Lambo? Well, it doesn't really matter because I always have room for one more. You can sit on her lap, right? You have to double down on it. The more you give a fuck, the more you kind of back down and you enter into her frame, you know, you lose. It's just a losing battle now. You're just giving her more ammo. So if she calls you cheap or, every other rich guy I know, he would pay for my shit. Okay, cool, invite him over. I want my shit paid for too. You gotta double down, you gotta own it, you can't give a fuck, right? And when you do that, it's just like, wow, it's respectable You know, not because you're being a cheapie, but because you own it. Okay. Now, this is advice actually for guys who are rich too, because I coach a lot of guys who are rich. Got a lot of guys who have money, and these are things that they come across all the fucking time, and they're getting squeezed for their money, and they're getting finagled out of their money all the time by bitches. So this is very, very important, especially if you're broke too. You know, you don't have anything to really much give. Now, would I suggest a guy who is broke to be going out all the time? Hell no. If you're a brokey, your main goal should be to find ways to make money, but also, you know, add more experiences into your life at the same time. Because then you don't really have to worry about chicks. Chicks are just going to be coming to you. If you have great experiences and you have money to at least take care of yourself, you have no worries with chicks. You'll be fucking fine. So would I suggest guys focusing on dating and taking girls out if they're poor? No. If you don't even have your own car, you don't have access to resources, that's insane. Now, do you have to own a car? No. I don't have any cars under my name legally, but I have access to any cars that I want under different businesses, business partners, and everything else. Like, yes, you know, sometimes I'll put large money down on a car to get a hold of it, and we can talk about it on a different podcast or whatever the fuck, but there's so many other ways that you guys can get access to resources. If you don't have enough resources in your life, it doesn't mean you have to be making $10K a month, but if you don't have access to resources, then it doesn't really fucking matter what you really are doing. So, wouldn't be focused on dating, I would say. I'd be more focused on gathering resources, and until you have enough resources that you can kind of build a good lifestyle, then yeah, I wouldn't really focus too much on taking girls out, right? And even when I was broke, I was having girls pick me up. I was having girls come to my house directly. Like, I wasn't focused on going out per se. Like, all the girls were inviting me out, you know, after we were hooking up, having fun, and going out to parties. So, you know, even when I didn't have a car or anything else, I still had access to resources. I had girls driving me around. I had girls who had cars. And so you kind of have to just be resourceful.
With me, my back on the wall, now you gon' see. Better watch how you talk when you talk about me, cause I'll come and take your life away. Many men wish death on me, Lord. I don't cry no more, don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. These pussy niggas put money on my head. Gone, get your refund, motherfucker, I ain't dead. I'm the diamond in the dirt that ain't been found. I'm the underground king, and I ain't been crowned. When I rhyme, something special happen every time. I'm the greatest, something like Ali in his prime. I walk the block with the bundles, I've been knocked on the humble. Swing the ox when I rumble, show your ass with my gun do. Gotta tip a nigga, go ahead, lose your head. Turn your back on me, get clapped and lose your legs. I walk around, gun on my waist, chip on my shoulder.